seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Come pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go.
Prime time over grind, game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag, copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss, stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss, I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck, I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up, looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key, but contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. I get it to go. I get it to go. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. I get it to go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got them, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, I ain't can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. Open man is Trey Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there and a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Open here, Adam Thielen. Gets past him at the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adam Thielen, 49 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead.
The kick is good.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Albrecht Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down, escaping the pressure right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First down, Jets.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Now coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Flush to his right, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. It's Herbert. Being chased out left. And Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 31 yards. And the Colts add on to their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination. as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Going deep now for Herndon. They've got his man complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A shotgun snap for Herbert, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's Mims. The right end, touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims, 39 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now. Okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row. We're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now this throw caught left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Eason. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
And 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run here with Taylor. And they'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jets 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That catch good for only a couple.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. They're going for it. Here's Herbert, escaping the pressure right. Able to connect with Mims. And touchdown, New York. Denzel Mims with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
It's the score. Colts 35. Jets 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're in a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Second down. Here's Eason. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And we'll find Pittman. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big head on him as they try and catch the ball.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Well, a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Open man Hamler. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He's got this one completed to Mims. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the line.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And that is incomplete. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And now here's another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Traffic, and it's intercepted. Ashton Davis. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Warner. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Anthony Walker in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. He just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Taylor. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 34 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score, Colts 49, Jets.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert, dancing to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
First down, Jets.
Play action. It's Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Sin. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Taylor. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 20 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
18-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Good for a Colt.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Eason on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Demario Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. DeForest Buckner breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to get the football and outstanding field position.
Turnover on downs.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
It feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Herbert looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Jets first down.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Herbert throwing again. It's caught at the 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 28 yards on that one. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season.